What's up, guys? My name is Doug. I'm a technician at a BMW dealership. On this video, I'm going to be showing you my E46 M3 drift car project. I picked up this car like a year ago, and I've had it sitting at my house, and it wasn't supposed to be a drift car. It was supposed to be a street car. And after seeing it every day, I decided that it's gonna be a drift car. I had an E46 previously, and I learned how to drift on that car. So from that, I used a turbo E36 powered, M52 powered. That's the car I learned, and I sold the car. So I feel like I need a little bit more power, and I always like the E46 body style and the lines and everything, and the S54. I see a lot of potential on that, on this engine, which is the reason why I'm going to build a turbo S54. So now I had this car over at the dealer, and unfortunately the SMG decided to go bad on top of my trailer. I have the scanner. We're gonna scan this thing. We're going to try to reset the SMG in order to start the car. So here it is, guys. I was able to get this thing out of the trailer nice and easy. It didn't take me much. So just got to reset the control unit, and I was able to get it out. So now my next step is going to be taking the coilovers out. A buddy of mine is going to pick them up. I'm selling it to him. I have the Bilson coilovers. It's a pretty good set, but not good enough for drifting. I need stiffer springs, which is the reason why I'm going with BC coilovers. So I could get dampening and rebound adjustment. So after the suspension is taken out, the next step is going to be bringing the car into the garage. We're going to take the motor out, we're going to take the transmission out, and bring the car over to my buddy at 59 Fabrication. He's going to be doing the roll cage for me, and I'm going to be showing you guys the whole process, prepping and everything else. I'm gonna cut the windshields out. Actually, the front windshield is cracked, so I'm gonna be replacing that as well. I'm gonna show you the whole process, how everything's done. And meanwhile, he's working on the cage. I'm gonna be working on the motor. I'm gonna take the motor apart. I'm gonna build the motor, and it should be pretty interesting. Stay tuned, and you're gonna see what's going on. let's talk about how we met.
So we met. All right.
I don't know if you remember, but back one day and you saw my E46 M3 that I had bought in the shop, and you're like, "Oh shit, what's this kid doing to this car?"
That's right. Yeah. Because I just started working in February, and then COVID hit.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
And you were working a couple lifts down, and I was like,
"You came to get some tools."
Yeah, I came to get something. I see the C46, I see, transmission outside. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, is there somebody like me in here?
Yeah,
somebody who actually likes cars?
Somehow it came up, the subject, and he told me like, "Oh yeah, I'm a drifter, I drift." I'm like, "No way, bro." Like I've been trying to get into drifting, but I never took that step. You know what I mean? I just, in my head, I'm like working in my head, like, yeah, I want to. I want
works a lot.
I want to.
Fucking. Oh,
my mind works like crazy.
I wish they could see your house right now. But anyway, guy came with nothing.
Yeah, I came in here with just a dream.
First generation, and living the American dream, like what everybody wants to have a family and a house, and and this guy made it by himself.
Yeah,
fucking
a lot
cheers
of work.
to that, bro.
Appreciate it, bro.
So I drove my E36 into work one day, and I'm like, I drove it. I forgot.
Turbo E36.
Yeah, turbo E36. I was gonna do something, maybe alignment. I forgot what I was gonna do. And Doug is like, I told Doug, I was like, yeah, I drove my E36. He's like, oh, you drove your E36? He's like, dude, I gotta pick up some parts at Northside. It's our what is it? Parts supply.
Yeah, parts supply. It's a big parking lot.
Big parking lot. Anyway, so we're driving there. Whatever. I'm just giving a little bit here and there, boost, no drifting, nothing like that. We pick up the parts on the way back. I was like, all right, I see a nice big open space. So I was like, let's send it. So we send it, nice and easy. We come up, blah blah blah. No big
some
deal.
Corners, you did some eights,
some eights, yeah.
Yep.
The regular, program. So I come out and I'm looking at this guy, and I'm expecting, like, usually people for the first time in the drift car, they're super excited. They're like, "Oh my god, this was awesome!" And this guy's quiet, and like we're pulling up to the light, the red light, and we're standing there, and I'm just kind of like expecting him to, be like, "Yo, dude, this was awesome," and he's just quiet, and I'm like,
serious.
Yeah, and he's serious, and he's like, I was like, damn, I've never got that reaction before.
You didn't like it?
And then a second later, he just looks at me and goes, I'm building a fucking drift car. I'm building a drift car. It's going to be E36. And before you know it,
a week later,
he gets the E36. I don't know, what is it, 15K later, in parts. Knocking it out, a lot of work, a lot of sleepless nights. He gets a boosted M52. Next thing you know, this guy gets in. I don't know what is it about Brazilians. When they get behind the fucking wheel, it just comes natural, and the guy just naturally went out and did great. First time out, 3 events later, private events, right? And you did
some private events.
Yeah, some private, some public. And he just naturally got it, and not afraid, which is very important.